What is good? We're back with our Madden 08 franchise with the Skins. Here are the wild card matchups. We end up getting a first round bye at 15-1. Saints are 12-4 behind us. Rams and Lions both 11-5. And Green Bay and San Francisco slide in as the wild cards. The Giants and the Vikings both went 9-7. They don't make the playoffs. Philly at 7-9. Dallas at 7-9 in our division. So not too far behind. Chargers are the top dog in the AFC. So we'll see. Maybe fate has it. We get another Warriors-Cavs type matchup. Like I said, I've always compared our rivalry with the Chargers like the Warriors-Cavs when they met all those years in the NBA Finals. So this is the Arizona Cardinals who went winless, and they're terrible. They have Antoine Randall on the team who started this franchise with us. But this team is terrible, bro. Like, they're actually terrible. They're like the Raiders of last year. They have all that cap room. Look, they have like $80 million in cap room, but who wants to go play there? You know what I mean? Like, Phoenix is a big market because that's around where they're from, the Arizona Cardinals. But, yeah, they have all the cap space and resources to recruit guys, but who really wants to go play for the Cardinals? Have they ever really been a winning franchise? I mean, here and there they've had a good team, but they've never really been a winning franchise. So they're going to have a hard time getting talent in there. Jason Campbell had a career year, 55 touchdowns and close to 5,000 yards passing. We weren't a great running team, but we also didn't run that much as well, in fairness. Santana had a career year. Chris Cooley career year. Santonio Holmes reviving his career with us, getting him more involved. Devin Hester getting involved in the deep game. Roddy White was having a good year with 7 touchdowns until he went down. UTEC having a good year. A lot of people produced this year, and I think a lot of things really started to come together with this team. This was by far the most potent offense we had. Sean Taylor had himself a year. Look at all those picks. And he had 4 sacks. Marcus Washington had a career year running that 3-4 and sending him off the edge. Asante Samuel, 6 picks. Landry and Revis producing as well. And DJ Williams had a solid year replacing London Fletcher. So we had a good year. Sebastian Janikowski missed a couple field goals, but they were deep ones, I believe, the ones he missed. And then Devin Hester getting it done in the return game. I was surprised he wasn't a Pro Bowler for the return game. He was, averaging 27 a kick, even though he didn't break one. He was doing his thing. Like, Jason Campbell has almost 1,000 yards more passing than everybody. Eli had almost 4K. He was a few yards short of that. Carson Palmer had a pretty good split. 36 touchdowns, 7 picks for the Rams. Langford, Stokes, Tony Romo, Phillip Rivers, you guys got to get those picks down, man. Eli, that's an Eli Manning stat line. Almost 4K yards, 32 touchdowns, 22 picks. That is an Eli Manning stat line from his prime. Because that was one thing about Eli, that's the knock on him in real life, is that he was obviously he was clutch with the 2 Super Bowls, beating Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl. No one can discredit that, especially because he had teams that on paper weren't as good as Tom Brady's teams. But in his prime, he was a turnover machine still. He was never, in my opinion, consistently an elite quarterback. So that's why, personally with Eli, as I'm showing you these 1,000 yards rushers, sorry, I'm getting off topic, but with Eli Manning, is he a Hall of Famer? I say yes, because he beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl with underdog teams. But if he had never won those Super Bowls, Eli Manning's not a Hall of Famer. Giants Ring of Honor? Sure. Hall of Famer? No. But I'll say he's a Hall of Famer given what he's done. I got respect for Eli for getting it done when it mattered. Honestly, if I had to pick between Eli and Peyton to lead a game-winning drive in the Super Bowl, this might be a hot take. I'm taking Eli Manning. If it's in the Super Bowl and I need a game-winning drive, I'll take Eli Manning over Peyton Manning. Anything else, Peyton Manning. So, yeah. But anyway, back to the point. There's a lot of 1,000-yard receivers here. Vincent Jackson pretty close. Reggie Brown leading the way with 18 touchdowns. Roy Williams with 16. Devery Henderson and Santana tied with 14. A bunch of other guys with 11. We had Santonio Holmes with 8. Roddy White with 7. And then, this guy, Carter's becoming a staple of the offensive line for the Giants in his rookie year. He's a Pro Bowler. Just looking at some guys that got the top 10 in pancakes. Now looking at the guys who have over 100 tackles. Aaron Campman leading the way with the sacks, tied with Edwards and Mathis, though. So 16 sacks is the top man in this league right now. Carlos Dansby getting in there with 12 sacks. It's a lot of guys with double-digit sacks that aren't going to the Pro Bowl. And in 11 picks, by far, Sean Taylor leading the way. And then there's some guys with 6. A lot of guys with 6, that is. Seven fumble recoveries. That's a lot, I'm not going to lie. And then 2 defensive touchdowns. The only one with 2 in the season, Sean Taylor. We did have the highest field goal percentage and tied for the longest field goal with Janikowski, so we'll take that. And we were tied for second for kickoff return average for those that qualify. Looks like Reggie Bush is the most lethal return man in the game, and he's doing everything. He's starting at running back, playing on special teams as a kick returner and punt returner. And here is your results. Sorry, it went too fast. Go ahead and go back if you want. But we're playing the Packers, so another revenge game. So this should be good. So we got Green Bay coming to Landover, Maryland for this playoff game. Oh, also side note, guys, the new stadium where it's going in the city, it's exactly what I said they should do years ago when I was a kid. I remember writing a paper about it actually my freshman year in college, that they should put the Washington Stadium in D.C. And then I was looking at like what would be the best option, as Santana absolutely rips them right here. The best option I said was to tear down RFK. I literally wrote this paper my freshman year in English class in college. And I said they should tear down RFK and build it on top of there, because it would kind of be like, you know, RFK was where Washington played years ago when they were the Skins and whatnot, as we're struggling to get in the end zone here, but we're going to throw it into UTEC right here, easy touchdown. But basically my point being is, you know, kind of try to rebuild the culture, because I felt like that was something that's been lost in recent years, is just the culture. Like you see it now with trying to go back to the old uniform concept, you know, that they're having. Basically, their new uniforms are this, just with the W instead of the Redskins logo. Which, yes, yeah, sure, you could put the logo. I would put the logo back on personally, as Cedric Benson absolutely rips us for a long game. But unfortunately, in the United States and the world of politics, it's just not going to work for certain people. So it is what it is. And, you know, Commanders is the way we have to go, as we get hit for grounding right there. And, yeah. But anyway, neither here nor there as we go deep to Devin Hester, who makes that catch. That was a catch on Troy Polamalu, too. Wow, he held on. He tried to thread the needle there. Polamalu wasn't getting cooked twice. He said, "You already got your highlight on me, not happening again," as they get a sack right here, making it 3rd and forever. But anyway, what I was saying is, yeah, I like what they're trying to do with putting the stadium in the old spot for RFK. Exactly what I wrote a paper to do. In conclusion, I wish that they brought all of this back, but, you know, with people in charge, that's just not going to happen. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You know, some may disagree, but that's just my personal take on it. You know, the context of the name was used as a method of like honor and respect. And Marcus Trufant out for the game. That's a big loss for them, as UTEC inside the 5 right there. So in conclusion, because I keep getting off topic talking to the game, and hopefully Jason Campbell comes back, because that's not good. Remember what happened last time. But we are able to find Cooley there. He can't make the catch. 2nd down, Leftwich looking. Caught by Carnell Williams. Touchdown, Washington. But basically, in conclusion, I like what they're doing now. I like what the new owner's trying to do. They're trying to bring everything back, get a culture connection, you know, and try to build something. So I'm hoping that, you know, if all goes well, there's going to be a Super Bowl, a Lombardi Trophy coming back to Washington sometime in the future. So I like what they're doing. And, yeah, But in the meantime, let's focus on getting the Lombardi in this alternative timeline. Sorry, I was talking too much, and sorry, I was getting a little bit off topic trying to commentate. That's a nice move by Carnell Williams right there. He almost got up out of there. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on what Washington's doing with the stadium. You know, their rebranding, name change, all of that stuff. And I said years ago when it happened on this channel what I felt about the whole thing. And you know, it is what it is. It's cool he can't hold on through the hit, but most people aren't in that kind of circumstance. Good defense right there by Asante Samuel. They're testing him. They're taking shots on us. Cedric Benson right there gets a few yards. So 3rd down now. Eli looking to throw. That's caught by Greg Jennings. 1st down, Green Bay. So play action. Eli looking to throw. Looking across the middle. That's almost intercepted. Sean Taylor is there lurking. 2nd down and 10. Eli Manning looking to throw. Pump fake. And wide open is Todd Heap. Todd Heap inside the 30. Dragging the defender for another few yards. 1st down for Green Bay. Cedric Benson right here. We're going to shut that down. The ball's loose. Sean Taylor recovers. And there it goes Sean Taylor. And he's going to be up to the 46-yard line. And Rocky McIntosh is hurt. So remember, the last time we played this team as Green Bay's challenging the fumble, Jason Campbell going down, and then Byron Leftwich eventually sort of going down and missing some time in the game was our downfall, because our offense, we were starting to get in a rhythm in that game, and we just never could recover and get in the rhythm, because we got turnovers off of Green Bay that time in the playoffs, and we were unable to capitalize on those turnovers because we were out of a rhythm. So they're going to rule it was still a fumble, because when he got tackled, he was not down. He was on top of the defender, so we're going to still have the ball. So we put Santana in the slot. That's a 1st down and more. So it's time to avenge it. We got Byron Leftwich, you know, and hey, man, it's your time to shine, man. He was a 1st-round pick at one point. As we lose Rocky McIntosh, that sucks. But yeah, Leftwich was a 1st-round pick at one point in time. This is a chance to kind of rewrite his story and establish himself, and that's really what being here has helped him do. Is we're not asking you to be the savior. We're not asking you to be the franchise guy. We're just asking you to win football games and be a part of a team. You know, sometimes as a quarterback, you don't have to be the franchise guy. You just have to be a guy that gets the job done. As right here, Carnell Williams makes the catch. 2nd and 1, QB sneak, Leftwich in the end zone. That's going to put us up 21-7. Point being is that you don't have to always be the franchise guy as a quarterback. Some guys, you know, at the end of the day, it's not a knock on their career. It's just we don't need you, you know, to throw 50 passes every game and throw for 5,000 yards. We just need you to be good enough, you know, and this guy's resurrected his career doing the same thing, and it's no knock to him. I wouldn't have him throw the ball 50 times a game, every game, but Sam Darnold has, you know, resurrected his career and won a Super Bowl being just good enough, you know. We're not asking you to save the world. We're just asking you to get the job done, and he's gone and he's delivered for Seattle. So, yeah, as we get the sack right there on Eli. 2nd and 19. Eli looking to throw. He's incomplete right there. So 3rd and 19 now. Pump fakes. Dumps it short to Cedric Benson, and that's okay because they'll get a field goal. It is what it is, but we rally and make the catch. So it's 21-10, 3 seconds left. We're going to try to take a shot deep to Devin Hester, and we got him. And he has it, but Polamalu knocks him down. So we inflate the stats a little bit, and we're showing Green Bay we're not afraid to throw on them. I mean, Leftwich actually has the better passer rating than Jason Campbell. That's crazy. He's 6 of 8. Jason Campbell's 5 of 8. And Leftwich has a rush touchdown. So Byron Leftwich, you know, he's doing what he needs to do. Eli's 8 of 15. Cedric Benson has that long run. We kick the ball out of bounds to start the second half. Can't do that. Can't have that. That's how you lose football games, is mistakes like that. Especially given an offense like this field position, because they do have a really good offense, Green Bay. I will give them that. As right there, Sean Taylor hurts his arm. And hopefully he's able to come back in. I don't know what happened. Eli short arms that pass because the receiver was open in the flats. He does find Todd Heap there. And the ball's out. That's not good. They do recover. And I'm wondering if they're going to challenge it. It's been a minute since I looked at this game. They are, because that makes a difference in a few yards of field position. So they end up overturning the fumble, and it was pretty clear he was down by contact. Eli looking across the middle, and oh man, he rushed that throw. He got blitzed, and he missed his guy because we sent 8 guys, I think, if I remember correctly, and it was there. Right here, Jason Campbell dumping it to Carnell Williams or Joseph Adai, one of the two of them who doesn't bring it in. We find Devin Hester right here. He brings it in, but we're going to be short of the first down marker, so we punt. So first down, Cedric Benson. He's going to bounce it outside. That's a first down and more for Green Bay. Play action now. Eli looking left side. He's got his guy who can't get his feet down. I believe that's Devery Henderson. So direct snap to Cedric Benson, and he's going to get about 3 yards right there. Runs into Sean Taylor, who's back in the game. Third down, Eli looking, and he tries to float it over top of the defense to his guy, but Asante Samuel's sitting there, and I believe that's his second pick of the game, if I remember correctly. So we run stretch to Carnell Williams, and stretch, I think with our running backs right now, Carnell Williams and Joseph Adai, stretch is going to be a big part of our offense going forward. Play action now. Jason Campbell rolling to his right. Wide open is UTEC. He cuts up field, and he's got the first down. So there we go. Jason Campbell looking to throw. Rolls to his left. Doesn't really like what he sees. I mean, we could have tried to force it to Cooley. We end up getting it to Santana, who goes down to make the catch. So we do get some yards out of it. Counterplay to Joseph Adai, and that's going to be close to the first down marker, setting up third and like inches. Jason Campbell looking to throw. He gets blitzed, taking a shot to the end zone, incomplete, looking for Leonard Pope. It is what it is. We take the field goal, and we have a 14-point lead with 1:21 left in the third. So Greg Jennings right here gets a solid return. So first down now, Eli looking to throw. Left side, that's knocked away. Asante Samuel is having himself a day. I'll give him that. They're testing him, too. We're leaving him on an island. They're testing him. Third down now. Eli looking left side, and Devery Henderson gets us right there. There we go. Like, they were testing him. I was just giving a testament, but that's just speed right there. They throw it to the guy with 98 speed. He gets behind our defense and scores. It is what it is. So it's 24-17. We have a 1-touchdown lead. We find Santana, who's just been cooking Champ Bailey just off of speed alone. And Champ's getting up there at this point in time in his career. So, you know, he's having a tough time sticking with him. So right here, 2nd and 2, we're looking to take a shot. Paul Amalu's sitting on it. They knew it. Jason Campbell rolls to his left. He's going to take off and get the first down and more. Get out of bounds a second sooner, bro. So at the end of the third quarter, that was clearly a hold on Gross, and they didn't call it. Second down, Jason Campbell looking, finds Santana again. It's going to be third and short. Jason Campbell looking to throw. And Santana was open, but Jason Campbell's going to take off for it. Dangerous, but gets it. So first down, we run the same play. Jason Campbell's going to step up, and this time much more room to run. And he gets another first down. So we put in Portis, trying to game manage a little bit. He gets a couple yards. 2nd and 8, Jason Campbell looking to throw. Santana's open. We find him. Touchdown, Washington. Got him. So now we're up by 2 touchdowns again. Cedric Benson getting skinny through the hole. He has some good vision. I'll give him that. He's developed into quite a good running back in this league. They find Top Heap right there. He falls down making the catch. He does get the first down, though. Eli taking a shot, and that's Henderson again. And another touchdown for Green Bay. You know, you win some, you lose some when you're going against a receiver with that kind of speed. And Devin Hester on the kickoff return right here. Gets up to like the 27-28. The good thing about us is we know how to cook them at will. We go to Devin Hester, and we got Devin Hester. Champ Bailey, man, he is just getting absolutely cooked with speed alone. I mean, it's basically what they do when they take shots deep with Devery Henderson. Right here, throw that away. I don't know why we had UTEC in that running back, but for whatever reason, that was the package we went with. It is what it is. And that right there, third down after the drop. We're going to look across the middle. Santonio Holmes on the dig. Critical catch right there to keep the clock moving. 3 minutes left in the game. Carnell Williams gets a solid handoff right there. Ball is loose, and oh my gosh, we got bailed out right there. I was going to challenge it anyway, but just to be on the safe side, get the fumble recovery so we don't have to worry about it. We pick up the first down there. We take another shot, and Paul Muller's on that. I mean, we were just trying to go after them. We're running the same concept, and Santana's open again. Oh my gosh. We are just cooking them on that concept. You know, we are just putting so much stress on the safety. Paul Amalu has to choose, and they just are running cover 2, and Paul Amalu has to make a decision. I mean, either whatever decision he makes, we're going to pick the right read and score. yeah, Green Bay anyway, they had the ball, and Devery Henderson, first down right there. He's got to have close to 200 yards by now with the deep balls he scored on. That pass is incomplete. Revis almost had a pick. Second down now, Eli looking, and that's caught by Cannon. Third down and 7, play action. Eli looking to throw. Finds Cannon again, first down, Green Bay. And Eli's got to be at like 300 yards by now. And then they take a shot deep down the middle, and Todd Heap went up to go get it, and he just dropped it. Second down now, Eli looking. We send a blitz. He gets it away in time. Greg Jennings makes the catch. Green Bay takes a timeout. 3rd and 2. Eli looking to throw. Left side. And that's caught by Devery Henderson. He gets his feet in bounds, too. Eli looking to throw. Middle is wide open. They're taking a shot. Sean Taylor goes up to try to knock the ball away and misses. What a dot from Eli Manning. So it's 38-31. Onside kick for Green Bay. And they almost got it because we kicked it back to them, and Chris Cooley bails us out. So first down now, Portis runs. They take a timeout. They have one left. Portis runs again. Timeout. Third down now, handoff to Joseph Adai. Gets skinny through the hole, gets a solid gain, puts us in a reasonable field goal range. We also had the win at our back anyway, and that's going to basically put this game out of reach because it's 19 seconds left. It's a 2-score game. And they end up getting the ball. I think we kicked it out of the end zone. And right there, they could have scored, but Carlos Rogers is able to get a little bit of a hand on it to deflect that ball. They take a Hail Mary shot right here, and that's incomplete. Trying not to get a PI penalty. That's why we were misplaying the ball. And then another Hail Mary. Time expires, so it doesn't matter what happens because they're not going to be able to win anyway. And we're going to get out of here 41-31. So another shootout, and that's probably what it's going to be every time we play this team for the foreseeable future based on the structure of our teams. But what a game. And Byron Leftwich delivered when we needed him to when he stepped into the game. So, yeah, Green Bay had a good game themselves. Just as the turnovers really killed them. The 2 picks and the fumble loss. Yeah, the fumble loss, yeah. So Devery Henderson, 7 for 193. What was Santana's split? 9 for 26 and 2 touchdowns. Devin Hester, 4 catches, 137. And a couple people chipping in here and there. We'll take it. I mean, we really were just going after that right side. We went after Champ Bailey. Trufant went down, so that hurt them as well on the left side. We didn't really go after them much on the left side. Asante Samuel, 2 picks. But, yeah, we knew a weakness. We knew we had an advantage, and we exploited it, and that's why we won the game. So on to the NFC Championship we go. So that's it. See y'all for the next video.